Hello lovely colouring friends, my name is Amanda and this is my channel Amanda Colours. Did you know that New Caledonian crows are the only animals other than humans to be able to make hooks to be able to get their food? It's pretty incredible. They get sticks and twigs and things and they strip the bark or the material in a certain way that it ends up with a little hook on the end, and they then use that in their beak to poke down into holes to get grubs, to scoop out grubs and things. So it's pretty amazing. There are some truly incredible animals in this world. And Emerald says hi. Hi. So today I am going to be playing along with the Colour With Us colouring roulette that Jody from JI Colorist and Megan from Disney Meg's Colouring and I have been playing for the last few months. We are using the game Colouring Roulette from Colour with Claire, and we take it in turns to choose the prompts. So I'm going to hand over to Megan because it is her turn to choose.
Okay, so it's my turn to choose. So again, you get to choose 5 colors, 1 prompt, 1 medium, and 1 wild card. So here we go. Hopefully, Amanda and Jody, I choose something fun. So I got a little bowl this time to see if that will help on the mixing them. We shall see. We can shake them around. There are so many. These are too small and I can't hold them. Yeah. So if we shake them, they're not doing anything. So no, that doesn't work. We experimented. It doesn't work. I thought it would have been a good idea, but they're like stick together. I guess maybe I should have laminated them and I didn't. Anyway, we're gonna pick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 5 colors. We're gonna turn them over in a minute. Next, we're gonna do a prompt. And we have taken out all of the ones, not the colors, but all of the ones we've done in the prompts, mediums, and wild cards, so we don't get repeats. Since we have so many amazing choices here, and I have created some of my own choices in this, so you guys know, because it comes with blank ones so that you can make your own, you know. Okay, we're just gonna dig in here and we're gonna pull one out. So that is the prompt. So we got prompt, colors. Get those over. Now we're gonna choose our medium. I am hoping we get something good. If they shuffled too, like cards, I'm good at shuffling cards. So this is just not easy to do. Okay, so we're gonna go with that medium, whatever it shall be. And then we have a wild card. And we're gonna go with this little in the middle. Alrighty. Okie doke. All right, so here we go. Starting with colors. Are you ready? We have 5. So we have lilac, brick red, regular red, lavender, wow, and blue. Well, yeah, I don't know. That's an interesting color combo there, ladies. Sorry. I guess I should do them a little bit on the straighter side. Okay, and then this is, I think, the prompt. Fairies. That'll be fun. The medium. Oh, colored pencils. My favorite. This is a good one, girls. I don't know about the colors, but this is good. And then the wild card. Do not color anything realistic. For example, no green leaves. So, all right. Now we know. No green leaves. So we have to maybe give them like, well, obviously we don't have skin tones. Are we allowing skin tones, ladies? I don't know that if we're allowing skin tones. I know we do black and white is okay. But yeah, so we've got, again, so for our 5 colors, we've got lilac, brick red, red, lavender, and blue. We're supposed to color fairies with colored pencils and not color anything realistic. So now back to you, ladies. And good luck.
Okay, so thanks, Megan. I think that is going to be a bit of a challenge. Not colouring anything to look realistic is the biggest challenge, I think. So we would like to invite you guys to play along with us using the same prompts and tag us on Instagram or on YouTube if you do decide to play along. So for the fairy page, I have pulled out Magical Chibis by Alexandra Franzese. And there is a fairy page. I forgot to mark it. Why do I do that to myself all the time? Where is it? It's coming. There. Okay, so I'm going to do this page. And then we are to use coloured pencils. And at first I was going to try and use a different set of pencils that I don't use very often. But then I started trying to match the colours to some of my smaller sets of pencils, and I didn't have the right sort of options. So I have gone ahead with my Artex pencils, and we have lilac. And then for brick red, the closest I thought was terracotta. And then for red, I have chosen chili pepper. Then we have lavender. And finally for blue, I chose cornflower. Oh, where is it? Cornflower blue. So basically, let's bring this closer. Oh, sorry. So basically, I can't colour anything realistically. So, and because they are all, pretty much all cool colours, it's going to be a bit of a frosty page, but that's okay. I think I might do the skin in lavender. And maybe bring you in a bit. Quite a bit. So you can see what I'm doing. So hi everyone, how are you? Hope you are doing well. I'm still getting back into the swing of things after my holiday. It was such a lovely time. Good time with my mum, good time away. So yeah, pretty good all round, really. Hopefully you have been able to watch the video that I made of the little recap. If not, I'll try and put it up in the iCards so that you can find that easily. And yeah, we really did have a good time. We've already been talking about maybe doing another cruise holiday and taking my niece and nephew, which would be a lot of fun. Actually, speaking of my niece and nephew, we went and saw them yesterday because today here in Australia is Father's Day. And it's the first Father's Day since my stepdad passed away. So I have now lost two fathers. My dad passed away from motor neurone disease, or ALS, when I was 21 in 2004. And my stepfather passed away in October last year from atypical Parkinson's disease, so a very rare form of Parkinson's. So today's not such a happy day. But anyway, my niece and nephew hadn't been to my stepfather's grave since his ashes were placed in there. So we took them yesterday, and they got to they actually chose the spot that it's at, but they got to see it, and we placed a little dog figurine thing that was like Dave's dog Harley, who became my dog for a while after he passed away, until I wasn't really able to care for him properly because of my own health, and we found him a new great home. So it's been a really hard little while. But anyway, it was really great to see the kids. My niece turned 15 just before we went away on holiday, and my nephew turns 13 in a couple of weeks. So they're growing up fast. But I really love being an auntie. I love spending time with them and watching them grow. And yeah, it's pretty cool. So because I don't have a lot of colours I can use, it's going to be fairly basic colouring, I think. Anyway, we'll see how we go. So that's been going on. Now we're back home. I'm going to continue on my project to simplify my life and declutter things. I'm going to be selling furniture I don't use anymore. Getting rid of, clothes that you have, that you hold on to, that I never actually wear. Stuff like that. And then I actually have a surgical procedure coming up at the beginning of October, well, the 9th of October. So there's some things I need to do in preparation for that, including I have to go on a particular diet for a little while to help shrink my liver and make room for the surgery and things. So that will be coming up. Excuse me, sniffing. Ever since I've come home, all my allergies are playing up again. I'm allergic to Sydney. Yeah, so that's not fun. But so I'm hoping that these procedures will help long term with some of my health issues. There's another procedure I will have to have sometime after this first one. Excuse me. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. So I'm going to use the lilac, which in my mind is always a lighter purple, but it's not in these pencils, so I'm going to use that for some shading. What else is going on? I feel like there's a lot, but I can't think of things to talk about. So coming up this month, I will be doing another mythical miniatures video where I will be colouring one of the creatures in the Camellia Angel Cova book. And I've done some research about the particular mythical creature, and I'll be sharing about that with you guys so that you can learn about the creature with me, which will be fun. People seem to really like my first video, which is really cool. So yeah, I'll do that, and I'm hoping to finally do a video showing how I layer alcohol markers and pencils. I had someone ask me to do a video on that quite a while ago, so I'm really sorry that it's taken me a while to get to it. But yes, I'm hoping to get that done this month. Hopefully you've seen all my updates about the excuse me, about the hashtags and Instagram and how to make sure I can see your pages now. If not, check it out on the channel, on the galleries video that you guys, where I share your guys' pages, and there should also be a note in the community tab for you to read about it too. She looks very cold. I've really been finding colouring with pencils really hard on my hands lately. I'm hoping I can get through this whole picture. Alcohol markers are much kinder on my hands. I don't have to like rub so much, and so it doesn't hurt as much. Well, mostly it doesn't hurt at all, but sometimes it does. So I want to try and do a little bit of colour on her cheeks. Let's hope I don't mess it up. So I'd love to know in the comments what you would like. Oh, I'm not supposed to do it realistic, so I shouldn't do that colour for her cheeks. Okay, let's do blue over the top. See if we can make this work. That's the hardest part of this this month's challenge, not making anything in realistic colours. But yeah, I'd really like to know what you would like to see more of. I have noticed that whenever I ask this, people will often say, oh, I want more colour along videos, or I want more, you know, guided how to colour things. And then I create videos like that and they don't really get watched. So I would prefer suggestions other than that, because, yeah, I'm not really going to be doing big tutorials and big long colour alongs. That's not really my thing. But if you'd like to, I don't know, if you'd like me to do more about, I really don't know. Just let me know if you have any ideas of something you would like me to do. So it's been really fun doing these challenges. They are a challenge, that is for sure. And yeah, it'd be really fun if you decided you wanted to join us. So on Instagram, you could tag us with Colour With Us, Colouring Roulette September 2023, so that we can see your pages. Or here on YouTube, if you have a channel, you could also tag us Disney Mix Colouring, JI Colorist, and Amanda Colours. And we'd love to see what you create with the same prompts. Okay. So, I feel like she might have to have blue hair, because otherwise, like, red or brownie red hair is a real thing. And I think I need to zoom out because you're probably not seeing everything I'm doing because I keep forgetting to check. So we'll go in with some blue hair. I will also finally be answering the questions that you guys asked about me as a bit of a getting to know me thing. I'll be doing that this month as well. So if you didn't submit any questions and you have some that you would really like to ask me, either about colouring or myself, about Australia, anything really, just put them as a comment on this video, and I will add them to the list of questions to answer. I'm actually looking forward to that video. It should be a lot of fun to put together and to answer. There's some really good questions that have already been sent through to me, so that will be fun. And what else? I'll be sharing another couple of my colouring book collections. And then before you know it, the month is over. I try and do 3 videos a week, and that kind of covers most of them, I think. I like to plan most of the month out at the beginning of the month, and then I can just sort of try and get on top of things, film a bit in advance if possible. I'm undecided yet, while I'm recovering from this surgical procedure, if I will be pre-recording videos and posting them, or just having a bit of a break. I'm undecided yet, so we'll see what happens. Part of me wouldn't mind having a bit of a break, but I also like putting out content, so I don't know. So this is the first page that I'm colouring in this book. I've only recently purchased some Alexandra Franzese books. I've had my eye on them for a long time. I've really enjoyed her illustrations. But yeah, hadn't actually purchased any until recently. So I have a few that are yet to be coloured in. And because it's spring here now, I'm hoping to actually colour some spring pages. I kind of tend to forget about seasonal things. Probably because I'm in opposite seasons to most of the other colorists that I interact with and see on YouTube and that sort of thing. So you kind of forget, oh yeah, it's spring. I can do all those beautiful, fun spring things. But yeah, so I'm hoping I remember and get some spring pages done. I'd like to do some more in Matchstick Mouse Spring and the floral one. I'd like to do some in Rita Berman's spring book. Maybe in Seasons by, what's her name? Hannah Carlson. Yeah, so yeah, we'll see. I'm saying that a lot, aren't I? I'm not being very I'm not really committing to anything much. But that's mostly because I'm still just trying not to put pressure on myself. Yeah. Trying to enjoy the colouring process. Okay, this is really hard to do when you have limited colours, because in order to have contrast, like doing her dress red is like a dress colour, but I'm going to have to do it because I've only got limited colours to work with. These pencils aren't going down as smoothly on this Amazon paper as I feel like they normally do, so that's interesting. But I have been enjoying colouring with pencils. Lately, because I've been doing the Olivia Odorant Patreon tutorials, I feel a bit more confident, but I'm still definitely have a long way to go and want to do more of her tutorials and improve my skills and improve my confidence level, because like once I kind of have the color combinations from her on a page, I feel confident in then mixing them and using them throughout that page. But I'm not at the point where I'm necessarily thinking of all those combinations and things myself. So yeah, I still have a way to go. Like I'm kind of struggling with this to think how to bring it up to the level that I would be able to do if I was being guided. But that's just practice, and that's going to take time, and that's okay. I'm not in a rush, and I am committed to improving that skill, so it will be fine. But yeah, I'm not expecting this to be an absolute masterpiece. As much as I would like everything I do to be amazing, that's not reality. And I think it's a bit of an unrealistic expectation for me to have for myself. So trying not to do that. My hand is really hurting. I would normally be really happy with coloured pencils as the chosen medium, but this is, yeah, I'm not quite sure why my hands have been reacting so much to colouring with pencils lately. I don't always have this, like I have times where I have trouble, but it's not usually this consistent for this amount of time. But my arms in general have been really quite sore. So for those of you who don't know, I suffer from fibromyalgia. So basically that is your body has been in, there's a number of ways to describe it, but basically your body is oversensitive to pain. So any kind of pain is amplified by about 1,000,000-fold. So I am also always in pain. The pain does move, and it's different kinds of pain, and will be in different parts of my body. Like I get dull bone aches, I get muscle twinges, I get brain fog is also a huge part of fibromyalgia, or fibro fog as they call it. Yeah, I just am in pain all the time. I also get a lot of weakness, so I really struggle with my arms in general, doing things like washing my hair and hanging up washing, carrying things, that sort of thing can be really, really difficult for me. I also have quite severe osteoarthritis in both of my knees, and I should be having a knee replacement, but because I'm only 40 and knee replacements only last a certain amount of time and they can only do them so many times, the doctors don't want to do that at this point, so I just have to kind of put up with the pain of that as well. And yeah, I have a weakened immune system, so I get sick quite a bit. My allergies are always bad. I also suffer from severe fatigue. Like, I am always exhausted. So yeah, it's a challenge. And fibromyalgia is different for everybody. And there really are dozens and dozens and dozens of symptoms that can make up fibromyalgia. So every day can be different, which at least it's not exactly the same all the time, but I never have a moment without pain. I'm even aware of my pain in my sleep sometimes. Just wearing clothes can be painful or irritating. Like, my skin often feels really, really irritated. Yeah, so it's really, really not pleasant. And I try not to focus on it too much. I really, really, I have had a long history of suffering with depression and anxiety before the fibromyalgia. And it's been a really big challenge to not just go down in a deep, dark hole and stay there. Because being in, like, continual pain all of the time, never, ever, ever getting a break from it is exhausting on top of the fatigue. So, yeah, it's not easy to stay positive, but I really am making it my mission to be as positive as I can, and trying not to let it get the better of me. But it's really not easy. So yeah. But the fibromyalgia for me is a result of prolonged trauma that I've been through. It's kind of like, in my case, it's like a physical manifestation of PTSD. But yeah, it can be different for other people. But I've been through a lot of loss and a lot of trauma. As I mentioned, I lost both my dads. My long-term partner was killed in a car accident a number of years ago. You know, I've been through so much loss. I've lost the relationship with my sister due to, well, I made the decision in the end, but it's based on choices she made. Like, it's been a lot. And I grew up with a lot of health issues, and even just that strain on my body long term has contributed to the fibro as well. So yeah, that's a little bit more about me, because I know there's been quite a few new people subscribe lately, so you might not be aware of that. But that's another reason why I am going to do the answer the questions that you guys have submitted, because I do have a get to know me video that I did, I don't know, maybe about a year ago, so you could go back and have a look for that if you're interested to learn some info about me. I'll try and remember to link it in the iCards, but yeah, I wanted to add to that because there have been a bunch of new people join the channel and thought you might be interested to find out a bit more. And those of you who have been around for a while might be interested to find out some new info about me or about Australia, because I know a lot of people around the world are very interested in learning about Australia. We're a unique little, well, in physical size, we're not a little country, but comparatively, our population is very small. And that is mostly because most of the island, the continent that we are, is uninhabitable. Uninhabitable. Because it's so dry and hot in the centre that no one can really live there. So we all live around the coast, and there's only so much space there for everyone. So yeah, we're still a fairly small country population-wise, although it is getting bigger, and we are suffering a pretty major, at least in Sydney anyway, pretty major housing crisis at the moment. There's just not enough housing for everybody, and particularly affordable housing. Like it has in most of the world, the cost of living has just skyrocketed since COVID, and rent and mortgage rates and things are just so high that, yeah, it's causing a pretty major housing crisis. Anyway, yeah, so I'm happy to share about Australia and our incredible animals, our way of life, you know, anything you might be interested in finding out about. Just ask. And for myself, I'm a pretty open book, so if there's anything you want to know about me, I'm happy to do that too. So this is turning out very interesting. And by interesting, it means I'm not sure if I like it or not. So what I think I might do is I will continue to colour, and I will speed this up and put it to music because I've run out of things to talk about, and I don't want you to have to sit here forever with me in silence. So I will be back at the end of the video. Okay, so there is the completed page. I don't love it, I'll be honest. There's only really been one page since we've been doing these colouring roulette challenges that I've actually really liked. So that's okay. It's all about the challenge and getting out of my comfort zone and stuff. So that is definitely what has been happening. Yeah, so I'm very interested to see how Megan and Jody go with theirs, and also how you go with yours, and to see what you create using the restrictions of these prompts. So that is my fairy, using coloured pencils, colouring nothing realistic, using the colours lilac, brick red, red, lavender and blue. So there it is, there you go. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and please also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because that would be awesome. Thanks again for spending this time with me, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.